In the remote mountains of northern Canada, a lone cabin stood amidst a blanket of snow. Its warm glow contrasted starkly with the icy landscape outside. Inside, Mike Turner, a rugged outdoorsman, was nursing a fire, his mind wandering from the mundane tasks of daily life. Little did he know, this quiet evening was about to become anything but ordinary. A sudden, brilliant streak of light sliced through the night sky, crashing into the snow-covered forest nearby. Mike, intrigued by the fiery spectacle, quickly grabbed his flashlight and set out into the freezing darkness. As he approached the crash site, the remains of an alien spacecraft smoldered amidst the wreckage. Amidst the twisted metal and smoke, Mike spotted her, an alien girl, her form glowing faintly in the dim light. Her skin shimmered with iridescent hues, contrasting sharply with the harsh snow. Mike's instincts as a rescuer took over. He carefully extricated her from the wreckage, her delicate, otherworldly features and shallow breaths indicating severe injuries. He transported her to his cabin, where he laid her gently on a makeshift bed. The alien girl's name was LRA, and as she slowly regained consciousness, her large, expressive eyes met Mike's with a mixture of confusion and fear. Mike, despite his lack of medical expertise, tended to her wounds with whatever supplies he had. He spoke softly, trying to comfort her, though he wasn't sure if she understood him. Days turned into weeks as LRA's condition improved under Mike's care. During her recovery, LRA was fascinated by the simple yet homely life Mike led. She observed his daily routines, from chopping wood to cooking meals, and found solace in the warmth and kindness he provided. Their interactions grew from tentative exchanges to genuine conversations, despite the language barrier. One evening, as they shared a quiet meal by the fire, LRA spoke in her melodic alien tongue. Mike, having learned a few phrases from her, understood her gratitude and growing affection. He noticed the way her eyes sparkled when she looked at him, and how she began to mirror his actions, picking up his habits and nuances. LRA's emotions deepened as she became more attuned to Mike's world. She was enchanted by his bravery, compassion, and the way he made her feel safe. Her initial gratitude blossomed into a deeper, more profound affection. For Mike, LRA's otherworldly charm and grace made her unlike anyone he had ever known. He found himself drawn to her, not just out of duty, but out of a burgeoning love. One crisp evening, as they walked through the snow-covered forest together, LRA reached for Mike's hand. The touch was both tender and electrifying. They stopped under the shimmering aurora borealis, and LRA's eyes locked with Mike's. Through a shared, unspoken understanding, they knew that their bond had transcended the barriers of language and species. "I never thought," Mike began, his voice trembling slightly, "that I'd find something like this out here." LRA smiled, her eyes shining with a mix of happiness and melancholy. "Sometimes, the universe conspires to bring us what we need, even if we don't know it." Their feelings for each other grew stronger with each passing day. Mike and LRA's love was an extraordinary bridge between their worlds. They learned from each other, blending their cultures and dreams in a unique and harmonious way. Their love story became a testament to the boundless possibilities that exist when hearts are open and courage is embraced. Eventually, LRA had to return to her world, but not before promising Mike that their love would endure despite the distance. The farewell was bittersweet, filled with promises and tears, but also hope and dreams for the future. Years later, Mike often gazed at the stars, remembering the night that changed his life. His love for LRA had opened his heart to the vastness of the universe and the limitless potential of love across any divide. In his cabin, amidst the snow and the silence, he knew that somewhere out there, LRA was looking up at the same stars, their hearts forever intertwined. Years passed, and Mike Turner's life had settled into a rhythm of quiet reflection and ongoing work. He continued his solitary existence in the cabin, but his days were now punctuated by a sense of purpose that stemmed from his love for LRA and the adventures they had shared. His longing for LRA never faded, He often found himself lost in thought, reminiscing about the days they had spent together under the stars. His cabin became a shrine to their time together, adorned with mementos and photographs of their time under the aurora borealis. One crisp autumn day, as Mike was out gathering firewood, he noticed a glimmering object in the distance. It was unlike anything he had seen before, a sleek, metallic vessel partially hidden among the trees. His heart raced with anticipation as he approached the ship. A familiar, otherworldly figure stepped out of the vessel. LRA, looking as radiant and ethereal as ever, emerged with a look of determined joy. Their eyes met, and in that moment, time seemed to stand still. Mike rushed forward, his heart pounding with a mix of disbelief and exhilaration. LRA, he exclaimed, his voice filled with emotion. I thought I'd never see you again. LRA's smile was radiant, and her eyes shone with love and warmth. I promised I would return, she said, her voice carrying a melodic lilt. And I have come to fulfill that promise. She explained that her world, Valoria, had undergone significant changes. With her leadership, progress had been made towards a more equitable society. However, a new threat loomed, an external faction that sought to undermine her work and disrupt the peace she had helped establish. The time had come for Mike to take a pivotal role in this new chapter. LRA invited him to join her on Valoria to aid in addressing the emerging crisis and to help solidify the alliances she had worked so hard to build. Without hesitation, Mike agreed. The prospect of reuniting with LRA and contributing to her world's future was a calling he could not ignore. Together, they embarked on a journey through the cosmos, traveling to the vibrant and bustling planet of Valoria. Upon their arrival, Mike was awestruck by the planet's beauty. The sprawling cities glittered under twin suns, and the bioluminescent forest stretched out like a dreamscape. Valoria was a world of boundless potential, and Mike felt privileged to be part of its unfolding story. LRA's reunion with her people was met with joy and admiration. The Valorians celebrated their leader's return and the arrival of Mike, whom they saw as a symbol of hope and unity. Mike quickly integrated into Valorian society, using his skills and experiences to help tackle the emerging threat. As LRA and Mike worked side by side, their bond deepened. They faced challenges together, from political intrigue to external aggression, but their love and dedication to their cause kept them steadfast. Their relationship grew into a powerful partnership, blending their strengths and perspectives to overcome obstacles. In their private moments, they often returned to the bioluminescent forest where their love had first blossomed. They spoke of their dreams for the future, envisioning a galaxy where harmony and collaboration were the cornerstones of interstellar relations. One evening, as they watched the stars from a secluded spot in the forest, LRA turned to Mike, her eyes filled with a mixture of affection and resolve. We've come so far, she said softly, and our journey is just beginning. Mike took her hand in his, feeling the warmth of her touch. I never imagined that saving an alien girl would lead me to this, he replied, his voice filled with emotion. But I wouldn't trade this journey for anything. Their love story became a beacon of hope and inspiration across the galaxy. The bond they shared was a testament to the power of love to transcend barriers and unite worlds. As they continued to build a future together on Valoria, they remained dedicated to their vision of a peaceful and interconnected universe. Mike and LRA's love story was not just a tale of a human and an alien finding each other. It was a testament to the endless possibilities that arise when hearts are open and when courage and love bridge the gaps between worlds. Together, they embraced the unknown, forging a path towards a future where their dreams and destinies were forever intertwined.